What's going on, YouTube? Flight Simulation Experience here, back for another stream. As we could see, sitting here down in the beautiful Boise Orbx scenery, the Orbx scenery that we flew into yesterday on the beautiful approach into 28 left, which I believe will be the runway we'll be taking off of today, depending on the winds. And I have my wind app up here just to double check those winds. And from what it looks like here, SimBrief might have told me to take off 28 left, which, considering what the winds look like, I'm not too sure if we're going to be doing that. Let's just double check. Actually, no, it does look right. Okay, so the winds are pushing still from the same direction, which would be the southeast. Okay, cool. Happy I checked that. All right, well, everyone, welcome aboard. We are United Airlines Flight 105, service from Boise all the way to Las Vegas. And we have some scenery for Las Vegas from Orbx. Can't remember the company that developed it, Feel Life or something. I don't remember, but yeah, should be a good one. And let me just double check everything here on my end and make sure everything looks good, which it does for the most part. All right, flight time today is 1 hour and 23 minutes of block time. So, as you can see, we are in a old school United livery, once again in the PMDG Boeing 737. We have battery power hooked up here. We have our trucks that are loading in the aircraft as we speak with the United carriages, which is pretty cool. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in the pit. As you can see, it's quite the hazy, misty Boise this morning. Okay, let's jump in the pit. And let's go ahead and start FS Realistic.
FS Realistic connected.
Sweet. All right. Start here. Our background noises already being active. First things first is let's come on up here and let's put our adheres into the nav position. We're going to check our flaps. They all are working. Flight recorder is on. This dome light can stay off. Let's go over here to Trio. And we're going to take this to GPU Gen when we start our APU Gen when we start our APU. Yaw damper can stay off. All this navigation system can stay where it is. All this can kind of just stay in default. Fuel pumps are going to stay in the off position as well. All our lights are going to stay in the off position. We're going to come on down here. Power's on. Battery cage is closed. We are on ground power, as we could see. And this stays the same. This stays the same. Windshield wipers, we don't need that. Lights, we don't need that, and we are going to just basically turn on our chimes and our fasten seatbelt signs. All this can stay where it's at. Steady is where we want to be with this light. And our bleeds can come to the off position. Cruise today is 360, so we'll go ahead and set the cabin altitude pressure for 360. Beautiful, and we will keep the packs in the off position. The isolation valve will be open. Okay, duct pressure and all this can stay the same. I do like turning the window heats on now just to get that one out of the way. And let's come on down here to our FMC and let's plug in. First of all, what we need to do is we need to open the door so we can let our passengers in. FS actions, we're going to go to doors and we're going to go to open the main cabin door. We're going to return and we're going to go to our fuel. Let's go to Pack X and we can start the flight. Change this 3600, 36,000 feet, Boise to Las Vegas. We are United Airlines 105. And we're going to do a custom with United Safety. Open that and we'll start. Okay. So let's come on down here to the FMC, see how much fuel we're going to need today. Okay, so block fuel in pounds is 16,859, so we're going to do 17,900. So 17,900 pounds of fuel in the box, and we get to see it's indicated here as well. I do like these gauges a lot better. So we have actually 730 pounds in the center tank, so we got to remember to turn the center tank on. Passengers are loading up in the back. We're going to go to return. We're going to go to our payload here, and we're going to put in our zero fuel weight right there, which will calculate how many passengers and stuff we have. And zero fuel weight is 112.2. Oh wait, 112.4. So 112.4 on the fuel. As you can see, the airplane moved a little bit. 111 in economy, 3,489 pounds in cargo, and av cargo 3,018, and that gives us a tow of 155. All right. Gross weight 130.3, looks good. We're gonna go to return here. We're now gonna go to our menus page, FMC index, and let's go to our pause, and it's sitting here at KBOI. And we're going to get our coordinate left, the GPS coordinate, copy that in the scratch pad, plug it into the set iris pause init page, and we are good to go there. We're going to plug that in again. Origin is Boise, and our destination is Las Vegas, which is KLAS. Flight today, United Airlines 105, and we're going to plug that in right there. Beautiful. Now we're going to go to our departures page. The departure is going to be, I believe, 28 left, which it is 28 left today, and it's going to be direct. So we're going to go to direct routing. We're flying direct to ROAR, R-O-A-R-R. Plug that in. From ROAR, we're going to Lyons. Lyons. From Lyons, we're going to Crito. From Crito, we're going to Winan. And from Winan, we're going to Stew, then the Chow to Arrival. So we're going to activate this guy here. We're going to go to our departures page, Arrivals. The approach is scheduled right now for 26 left. So we're going to do ILS 26 left. Glide slope is active, ILS 26 left, and we are going to take the Chow 2, which is this guy, via the Stew transition. Yep, Stew transition, and we're going to execute that. Beautiful. Go to our legs page. RAR, Lyons, Crito, Winan, and then on the Stew transition, we'll plug that in right there. And RAR, Lyons, Crito, Winan, Stew, Regal, Allen, Chow, Wolf, Tattoo, Carlos, Prino, Shan, plug Shan in there, and we are good to go. Legs page is good. We're going to take this guy, make him actually we're going to put him on, let's go to N1 limit, no, init ref index, and we're going to want him on performance. Sorry, N1 limit, init ref, takeoff page, actually where we want him. Okay, so cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our init-ref page, index, so we need to go to our performance page now, and once again we have a zero fuel weight of 112, zero fuel weight of 112.4. So for the estimated fuel on board after burn, so this would be after the burn here, so we're planning. So we have 8,002. We're planning to burn 9,000 pounds, I believe, and that's giving us a 7.9 reserve, because that's what it says here. The after burn fuel will be. Cost index is 44 today, 360 on the cruise, And the average wind is going to be 276 at 046. 276 at 046. Beautiful. As you can see, we have to turn around. Okay, so let's see here. Let me just double check. Yes, okay, that's right. All right. Just double checking the wind direction again. That is correct. Okay, so using reserve fuel, that is, I don't know what that is, N1 limit. We're going to go and derate this to 22 and derate our climb to 1. And we're going to derate 20K, which is fine. So it'll be a derating of 2 takeoff today. Takeoff, flaps 5, giving us a calculated CG of 19.3 on a trim 6.42.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know.
It's about good right there.
If the overhead bin is full, please make sure
V1 122, rotate 123, V2 129. So we're going to plug in 123 here.
The aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats.
Flight director on. Flight director on. Let's get that APU fired up. Aft fuel 1 on, and we're going to fire up the APU.
If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to.
You can hear that APU spool.
Once you depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard. Someone's still finding their way to their seat, so we'll be ready shortly.
Wow, there's some serious cloudage moving through here. Can't even see the mountain over here anymore. All right, APU looks like it is just about available any second now. All right, so we are on APU. Ground power is off. We're going to go ahead and slap on that APU bleed. Airport elevation here is about 2,250 feet, so we'll plug it in for 2,300 here. And we got our flight directors on. We are going to take our initial climb out to 11,000. And come on down to this guy here. We will put our squawk into 2,000. All right. This is the glide slope here. Don't need that. So, all right. Let's go ahead and come on down to the FMC here, and let's remove our release to ground power. The crew outside for the baggage loaders can now go away as well. So we got our fuel in, we got our payloads in. And let's go to our legs page. I don't know, every time it always does that. I gotta go back to aircraft and jetway. I'm not done with you yet. All right. All right, so we're just waiting our crew to complete the boarding process. These guys are taking off. Make sure all our doors are closed, which they look like they are. Gonna set our barrel pressure, which is 3020, and we look like we're pretty good here. Turn our ELACs on. Got the HUD here in this model. Not the biggest fan of this. Okay. Got our initial climb. We're also going to do is we're going to come on over to our charts here, and we are departing runway 28 left. If my memory serves correctly, which is 28 left, that is correct. All right. And 282 is the course for departure. I'm gonna arm this speed brake now, even though it's early. I just always forget every time. So I'm just gonna keep it like that. And we'll double check the airport elevation. Actually, our airport elevation is 2872. So that's higher than I thought. 28. Put it to 2900. Packs are in the off position. Actually, we'll go ahead and turn the packs on for right now. Temperature is 12 degrees Celsius. So we're going to let these people know that we're ready, our crew.
We're ready to go when you are.
Oh, perfect timing. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to come on down here, close our door. And we're going to go ahead and ask our jetway to go. And we're going to come on down here, and we're going to go to our ground services and remove our chocks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 105 with service
Cockpit
to Las
to ground.
Vegas. Our flight time will be roughly
ground.
1
Stand
hour
by.
and 23 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright.
Just get this light on here. This should already been on.
Cabin
And a
crew
collision
secure
light.
for departure.
All right, engine fuel pumps going to the on position. ELAC's in the on position. Packs in the off position for engine start.
Okay,
We're going
sir. The bypass
TA here.
is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Sync our heading bug with our runway.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Park brake
Parking
released.
brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
All right, engine number 2 over to ground. Star valve is open. Low pressure indicator coming up on N2. 20%. We will introduce fuel.
Attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Welcome. We're excited to have you aboard, and we appreciate your attention as we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. FAA regulation requires you to follow the instructions of our crew
So according to the chart here, we're going to take Alpha to Mike, cross runway 28 right, lining up for runway 28 left. All right, good engine start on engine number 2. Let's go to engine number 1. Over to ground. Start valve open, low oil pressure indicator.
Completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake here is
Parking
set,
brake set.
waiting for 20% to introduce fuel.
Aircraft.
And we're there.
You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Thank you.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Give this guy a little nod. Appreciate his help.
If the exit doors are opened in an emergency, slide ramps will automatically inflate. In the event of a water landing, these slide ramps detach from the aircraft and are used as life rafts. If you're seated in an exit row, you may be
Pressure change to 3021 now.
If you're unable or uncomfortable,
Taxi light coming on, engine starts to continuous. We're going to go ahead and turn the wing lights coming on. This logo light's coming on, position as steady as what we want. Swap over our gens to Gen 1, Gen 2. We are going to turn our packs to the on position, isolation valve to the auto position. Engine bleeds can come on, and APU bleed can come off. APU itself can come off. Taxi lights are on, and we're going to come on over to our yaw damper can come to the on position, pro peats can come to the on position, and I believe we're all set upstairs. We're now going to come on over here to our engine auto throttle can come on up. Flaps to set to the 5 position. Trim is also set to 6.43. And let's see if our V speeds changed. They did. They were updated. Now 130 on our, which is our rotate speed. And looks like we are good to go. Let's do a quick flight check, flight control check. Let's just full up. Oh, it doesn't give it? Oh, okay. Full down. Full left. And full right. Rudder. Parking brake is released. And we're ready to go. So we're currently on Delta right now, and we are going, actually, excuse me, we're on Alpha right now. We're going to go make a right on Delta up here.
For taxi, takeoff and landing, large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be switched off and stowed. For international destinations, your flight attendant will inform you that it's necessary to turn off and stow your device. We'll be taking off soon. Please review the safety card located near your seat. Stow your tray table, carry-on items, headrest, and footrest. Make sure your seat is upright and your seatbelt secure.
Auto brake set to RTO, rejected takeoff in case we need to abort our takeoff. We're just about out of the taxi area, so we can go ahead and turn our runway lights to the on position. Wheel lights coming on. Wheel well light, excuse me. This should be Delta here, and we're going to make a left here on Alpha. This is Alpha here, as we can see.
The cabin is ready for takeoff.
Thank you. Do a quick check here on our lights. Everything looks good. Oh, there's a weather update. Interesting. Wow, went from purely misty and hazy to clear now. Very nice, Microsoft. Love it. Alright, so coming up here, which this should be Mike. We're going to make a right turn, going across 28 right onto 28 left. Flaps are set. Green light indicated. Stabilizer is set. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please. Alright, it's asking me which I want on this, which is a public address.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Clear to the left. Landing lights come to the on position. All our lights here are in the on position. Initial climb out 11,135 on our speed. I don't understand why the LNAV is not working. I'm sure it's something I'm doing. Let's see if we can figure that out. Just turn it off, take auto throttle off. So 130's rotate, CG is flash 5 6.64 now. About right there is fine. Hope I don't get a takeoff config alarm, which... what we need to do is we need to turn the packs off for takeoff. And AP bleeds can stay on for now. It says after checkoff, engine bleeds on, so I'm not sure. Well, we probably will get a takeoff config issue, but whatever. And we're clear to the left. Throttle's up to 50. Engines are stable, downward pressure. And Toga, see, there it is. And now it's neutral. Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Yeah, I don't understand. I gotta figure that out. Flaps 2. LNAV. Turn the heading off. LNAV. Fuel, center pumps off. And and speed check, flaps clean. Okay, LNAV is not working. I'm clearly doing something wrong. Let's see. Oh, I know why. Okay. So let's do right turn. Lock the gear. Auto brake to off. Forgot to start our clock here, as well as TA. That's what it could have been. It could have been the TA, maybe. I forgot that. Or maybe it's you are not supposed to have center tanks on during takeoff. I'm not sure. Alright, we've been cleared up to cruise. Just 36,000. Some turbulence there. Wheel wells coming off, wings coming off, steady's coming on. Oops. Packs to the on position, this is all on here. These lights can come off.
Not form a line near the left point.
That's a takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds are on, packs are in the auto position, landing gear is up and green, flaps are clean. Go ahead and now, no intercept heading, got it, I understand. What we're gonna now do is go direct to RAR, execute that, and should LNAV it. There it goes. Double check here. Okay, we're looking good there. It's a little bumpy. There's Boise. We're on real world weather and real world time. Alright, we're just past 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come off. Actually, we're past 18,000, so let's go ahead and standard pressure. Landing lights can come off as well. Whoa. Go ahead and cycle through our flight plan here, just to make sure it's all connected, it all looks good. Yeah, it's like a straight in arrival too, so it should be very straightforward. And we're on our way to Vegas. That's so beautiful. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and turn some music on and enjoy the flight.
moments, we'll be starting our in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you would like to order additional menu items, please hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we'll be over shortly to assist.
FS Realistic connected.
Alright guys, welcome back. Started our descent into Las Vegas. Had to move up in altitude from 35 to 38 as we were getting bumped around, but seems like there's bumps on all flight levels in this area. And I'm also having zoom in problems, which I figured out what it is. It is FS Realistic that is causing those zoom issues. Apparently there's an update that they released last night or this morning fixing that issue. I am on the trial, but I will be purchasing the product probably after this stream and then update it to the newest version so I don't have to deal with these zoom in issues. When I go to the Microsoft I guess external camera, there's no issue. You know, I can zoom in and out, no problem. But when I'm in the cockpit, it does it sometimes, but most of the time it stays static. So it's pretty annoying. But as long as I could stay within this zoom level here, I think we'll be okay. What airport is that? Oh, see, it zooms in outside sometimes. I think I've flown in and out of this airport a few times. I don't remember what airport it is, though. Alright, so it looks like the zoom issue is working now. And in a minute, it'll probably stop working. Alright, descending down into Vegas. I'm going to go ahead and get some information plugged in here. We are on the Chow 2 arrival. That would be our star. And let's go to our ILS charts. And we're doing an ILS approach of runway 26 left, and it's going to be 111.5. Get that set up there. Get some numbers plugged in here. 111.5. So in the standby 111.5, 111.5 course on our heading for our runway is going to be 259. So we'll get 259 plugged in and 259 plugged in here. And we'll get our heading at 259 as well. $259 on our headings, great. And our minimum, since we're doing an ILS, we need a radio altimeter, which is a radio altimeter, and the minimums are 200 feet. Pretty standard. $200 feet on a radio altimeter, beautiful. So at Preno, we need to be at, as you can see here, whoops. At Preno, we need to be at 8,000 feet. So we're gonna go ahead and just take it down to 8,000 feet for now. Set our auto brake. It's quite a long runway. Probably do auto brake 1, to be honest. But we'll do 2. Let's check the winds. Alright, so we're gonna go to Wind Finder. I love Wind Finder. And we're gonna check our winds. Okay, so SimBrief has told us runway 26 left. That does actually not look like the greatest option for our arrival because the winds are pushing to the south-southwest. So, with that said, we might have to be vectoring ourselves a little bit here. And let me just take a closer look here. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the drawing map here. We're gonna go to the airport, and I believe we're gonna need to do one right. Yeah, one right. All right, so we're gonna make that change. We're now going to go into our FMC, departures, arrivals, ILS 1 right. I don't know if there even is an ILS. There's an ILS 01 left. We can take 01 left. All right, so let's do ILS 01 left. We'll try to stick with the same arrival here. See, it's going to have us come around that way. Let's execute that. And beautiful. So now it calculated that we're really high, so we're going to have to excuse me, that we're a little low. That's why it's slowing down our decrease in altitude here so we can get back on path. So we're going to come string shot along and come along down this way. Now if we go to our approach page, the approach we're going to need is ILS left, ILS 01 left via the final. And we're going to look at that. Let's get our chart up for this. So ILS 01 left, plug that down there. All right, so we got to make sure that we have drag required, do we? Yeah. Got a little bit of a bug here. So we're going to take Condor, we're going to plug that in there, link up our flight plan. This all looks correct. This all looks good here. So I believe the furthest fix out is Terry. So Teray is 7,000. So at Condo, I'm going to be at 6,300, and then Nadi. So Nadi will definitely hit glide at Condo. So let's plug in for Condo, which is 6,300. Let's check the altimeter. All right, so we're gonna check our altimeter, our METAR report 4. All right, so the conditions are 27.8 degrees, which is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's come on over here. So we're gonna go ahead and just kill the music for now. So we got 12,000 above ground level for our ceiling with clouds, which I don't see any clouds here at all. And showing altimeter is 3008. All right, so we'll hold 3008 there. Pressurization, how high is the airport? The airport is currently final approach course is 14. And plug this down to 14 as well. So 14, 14, 14, that's good. That's our final approach course. Localizer's 110.1. Let's get that plugged in. Wow, we are getting bounced. 110.1. Okay. And the airport elevation is 2181. So let's do 2200. And we are looking good so far. So we got landing, pressurization is good, recalled, checked. And auto brake set to medium as well, and we have our gonna plug in our minimums to our approach, and we're gonna do a flaps 30 at 134. Excuse me, at 135. Let's actually make it 136. Okay. This all looks good here. All right, 110.1, 14, and our minimums. This is an ILS approach, so our minimum, excuse me, our minimums are 284. Okay. So let's go here to 284. Radio altimeter at 284. 284. And why did I do that? 3008 is the altimeter. Definitely quite a bumpy arrival. Landing VREF minimums are all set. Approach briefing has been complete. Go ahead and arm our speed brake. All right, so we look pretty good here. Everything looks pretty plugged in. We're now back directly in path. So I believe this is Vegas. There's McLaren there. So we're going to be coming around off to the right here onto our final approach into runway 01 left. There would be the Hoover Dam down there. I believe this would be Henderson, this little area here. They gotta color correct this ortho here. Alright. Engine's can go to continuous. We're gonna go ahead and turn this on. Anti-light can come on, wing can come on. We'll turn the wheel well light on. Actually, we'll keep the wheel well off. And we will turn on our runway turnoffs, and our taxi light can stay off for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt. We have begun our final descent into Las Vegas. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
I never use this thing, but it does look pretty cool. Alright, we're going to go ahead and snap the lights on here. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's your captain speaking. We'll be landing in a few minutes. Beautiful weather out there in Las Vegas, no clouds in the sky, and it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit. We do appreciate you flying United today. We hope to see you in the future. Flight attendants, please prepare for landing. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's your captain speaking. We'll be landing in a few minutes. Beautiful weather out there in Las Vegas, no clouds in the sky, and it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit. We do appreciate you flying United today. We hope to see you in the future. Flight attendants, please prepare for landing. Thank you. So 9,000 checks, going to 6,300. I'm going to go ahead and activate our ILS frequency, 110.1, which, just to double confirm, 110.1 is correct. As we can see, localizers already coming in. So at tooth, it is gonna drop hopefully to 220 here. Yes, it's already dropping. Beautiful. That's just so beautiful. Oh my goodness. And what are our winds? How strong are our winds? 16 miles per hour, okay. Oh yeah. We see our glide path is coming down as well. All right, let's get flaps 1 out. All right, we're slowing down. We'll bring this down to 5,500. I'm gonna go ahead and lock our localizer. And we're gonna go flaps 2 in a minute here. Our localizers are becoming locked in here. Beautiful. And we're going to wait for our diamond to come down a little bit more. And we're going to go to our approach. So let's hold at 5,800. Excuse me, 6,000. And we're going to go flaps 5. And we're going to hit our approach mode. And we're going to go flaps 10. $160 plugged in here. Our approach speed is 136. 8-mile final. So let's get fully configured at 136, and we'll go flaps 15, excuse me. Gear. That's what the alarm is. And flaps 30. Sorry about that. All right, flaps 30 and indicating, brake auto brake set to 2, landing gears down, 3 green, speed brakes are armed. Let's go ahead and advise our cabin crew. Taxi lights coming on. Cabin crew is going to be advised. All our lights are on. We're lit up like a Christmas tree in the glide path. One more check of our altimeter, which is 3008, which is correct. Landing. Engine set to continuous, speed brake is armed, landing gear is down, and flaps are in the green position. We are ready to do it, friends. And let me tell you, I could feel those winds. Got our recorder here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, frame stutter. Oh my goodness. Come on, frames. Stay with me. Oh, it is really getting hit. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and record. Oh boy. Alright, my airplane. This is not gonna be a butter. My throttles. $70 knots, still those reversals, manual braking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas. The local time is 10:37 a.m. and it's currently about 82 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Oh my goodness, the FPS here is horrid. Alright, so let's go ahead and stop. We'll stop the recording and let's go and replay that.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
I don't know if the FPS is gonna comply with us here.
Too low terrain. 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 Too low terrain.
Jesus.
Too low terrain. 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 Too low terrain.
Alright, so let's get out inside of here and get some better FPS here. Thank you. Alright, let's do one more because the frames are just not that great. Our crews and our audience is clapping for us.
Don't sink.
Dude,
Don't sink.
what do you mean?
Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low terrain. 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 Too low terrain.
You know what they say. A good landing is a landing you can walk away from.
Alright. We can go ahead and kill this. Kill the localizer here. And we're going to go ahead and stop the replay right when we make the right turn here. And it'll give us the aircraft right where we leave the stop replay, which is fine right here. And we will go ahead and kill that. Navigraph can be killed as well. Landing lights coming off. Engines to continue to the off position. The Madeline Bay there. Clear left and clear to the right. Go ahead and start our APU. Flaps retracted, auto brakes set to the off position. Flight directors can come off as well. Auto throttle is off. Set this to 5,000. So definitely a good choice on that runway, considering what the winds were doing. 0-1 left, definitely the right decision. Our FPS looks much better now. It's all that it's drawing in is really killing the FPS. A little southwest departing. Or maybe landing. I'm liking the airport, looks pretty cool. Fire station there. All right, let's go ahead and turn off the runway turnoffs. Anti-wing can come off as well, and we'll turn the anti-collision. This can go to the steady position. Swap over to APU power. And we'll take gate Alpha 4. Is that Alpha 4? Alpha 8. Okay. That's good right about there. All right. Swapped over to APU power, engine number 2, engine number 1 coming down. Taxi lights coming on, excuse me, fast seatbelt light off, chime lights coming off. Now swap over here to our Adirs. They can go to the opposition as well. Let's actually just get up here like this. Yaw damper can come off. And a fuel pump's coming off. Packs are in the off position as well. Engine bleeds, APU bleed coming on. Engine APU bleed on, engine bleeds are in the off position. And we can turn off our logo light. All this here looks good. And turn our engine and ELAC hydraulic pumps off. Window heats off. Probe heats off. And we can probably just turn that to Gen 1. Everything else here looks good. All right, we're gonna go to our pushback aircraft, get the jetway in. Oh, nice, the jetway doesn't work. All right. Come on down here to menu, FS actions, ground services. Let's get our chocks. Let's get our APU. Oh, that's probably why the engine, the jetway didn't come down. GPU power is going to be requested. And let's get our loader guys. And let's see if the jetway comes in now. Nope. Alright, what we'll do is we will come over to return and we will go to menu, FS actions, let's do ground services, let's do air stairs unit requests, and then we're going to open our doors as well. This guy's pushing back. And since we don't have a jetway that's not working, and we're getting the air stairs, we're going to have to request a van to drive us to the terminal. So ground services, let's go to passenger bus request. There's the bus. Where the hell are the damn stairs? Air stairs not installed. There we go, arriving. There you are. Come on, bud, we're waiting on you, man. Dude, what are you? All right, cool. We'll come out of the back door here. That's fine. All right, so let's go to doors. It should be the aft. Oh, it's opening already. It's doing it automatically. There we go. Beautiful. All right, we'll close this door. Let's get on ground power here. Go ahead and shut the APU down now. APU bleed can come off. And that's pretty much it, folks. Leave it in the turnaround state for the next crew. That was a beautiful flight. Quite bumpy coming in, quite the arrival. I apologize for the FPS. The FPS was a little bad when we arrived in, but all in all, successful flight, good flight. Landing was a lot better than what the FS realistic cameras were indicating. The cameras were indicating that I slammed, but I think it was pretty good. I probably need to change the sensitivity on those landing cameras, how much they move. But all in all, the scenery looks pretty nice, other than the jetway not working. I don't know if that's a Microsoft thing, or if that's a scenery thing, or that is just an issue with the pushback here. I'm not sure. But yeah, another beautiful flight in the PMDG Boeing 737 from Boise to Las Vegas. If you enjoyed the stream, please feel free to give me a like if you wish, or to follow the channel by subscribing. I do appreciate it. I know I have a very small channel and I'm trying to build it, but you've got to start somewhere. So in the coming weeks and months, I'm going to try to better some of my intros and transitions and whatnot, and just try to grow the channel. So if you like the content, please feel free to subscribe. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next flight. Take care, everybody.